Okay, so this is part 2 of part 1. I ended talking about how if you desire to know the truth, then you should be willing to forsake anything else, basically, and follow that truth. I said that truth is final, unchanging, does not bend. That's not some abstract concept like the world tries to make it out to be. That everything is true, that just brings confusion to what the word truth even means. However, truth remains what it is, unchanging, regardless of what we think, desire, or act upon. It's there for us to grab. It's what is eternal when every other truth that has exalted itself will ultimately fade. Truth is not abstract, it is final. It's not many, it's one. Take the time to read and know and understand the Bible as well as you can, because this will clear up a great deal of other ideas. You can tell who doesn't know the word based on how they talk, which is of no issue to me, but to yourself. Again, if you care about the truth. If this is just something to exalt yourself in foolish ideas, then it won't matter. But check your motives, honestly, check your motives, evaluate yourself honestly, and see what you find. So let's circle back to the idea of philosophy and Jesus. Expect to receive what you are motivated by. So the Gnostics, the philosophers, offered an alternative basically to the revelation and the truth that Jesus gave. If you follow Jesus' teachings, they are truth. Truth will restore order in the lives of those who do it. Philosophers, the Gnostics, the scholars were influential people. They sounded wise in their high and lofty speech. It offered people wisdom from another source. People desire wisdom because we're all lost as people, looking for anything to restore balance for us, order. In the Gospels, people would argue that they only follow Apollos, and others that they only follow Paul, but they had it wrong. Paul would go on to tell them basically no, that he didn't want people to credit him at all for anything, not to lift him up, but to hear the word, to hear the testimony of Jesus, that the word is for you. It isn't to exalt people or self, but it's for you. Us as people come up with all sorts of ideas and decisions. They take us to and fro. They shake us around like the sea. We need truth to shepherd us. We all otherwise are being led astray. And this is observable. This all takes time, reading, studying, praying, understanding, but it all becomes more and more clear the more you seek to understand. Again, this is not spiritual milk we're talking about here. This is food. You won't understand food if you're only ready in maturity for milk. So start with the Bible, deep dive that word, then look back at all those other religions, philosophers, etc., and see how it changes. This idea that it's closed-minded and it's judgmental Christians who try to keep people from expression, or however twisted way people will word it, is just far off. But deception only works on the basis that you don't know the truth. Jesus explains in the Gospels that he is the way, the truth, and the life. He tells us that we prove we are his when we abide in his love, meaning truth, when we accept and act in accordance with it. That's what abide means. When we are doing the truths that Jesus taught us, we are doing what Jesus does, making us one with him. This is the whole idea of communion and baptism and marriage even. All these things symbolize the greater truth of making us one. It's a physical representation of all of us containing Christ. And when you eat the bread, that same substance is in all of us. Christ is that bread, the substance in all of us that unites us in one truth. Man, there's a lot more I could go into that, but as it relates to this, that's why you can't be a follower of philosophy or Buddha or whatever else, and also Jesus. Your loyalty is then divided, your heart is wavering, your mind isn't stable. You have two shepherds, which way will you go? This is confusion, not order. You can't eat the bread off another table too, otherwise your substance, so what's in you, contains multiple people. This food is food offered to idols. So if those making these claims care about and knew the word, they would know this is a deception. It isn't followers, true followers of Christ, who make the claim Christians are bad and closed-minded while simultaneously claiming to be one. You shall know a tree by its fruit. This is a vital scripture because many people proclaim many things. Many will claim to be Christians as well. So you need to discern. You need to know the word and know it well. The fruit is what a person produces. A fruit comes from the likeness of its kind. So if I claim to be of Jesus, my fruit will reflect that. And what is that fruit? Read the word. That's where you'll find. Read the Gospels at minimum. Take a whole year even on just the Gospels. Deep dive, study, pray, seek ministry from the body. Then move on to the rest of the scripture, because remember, it's for you. That's not a race. That's not a flex so you can say that you've read the Bible. It isn't to try to prove you're more credible than someone else. It's not for pride or for selfish ambitions, but it's for you.